Hello mga my friends! And good day sa inyong lahat. And for today's vlog, I'm going to share to you my experience why I failed on my IELTS. Anyway po, if I took NCLEX in just one time, it's a different story on my IELTS. By the way po, I am TP Johara Salarda Hamad and welcome to my vlog. So if in NCLEX, I just took it once, it's a different story on my IELTS. I took it. And then, huwag na lang po kasi it's so humiliating. Anyway po, I took it many times. It's the worst exam ever. At first po, I thought it was easy. But yun pala yung pinakamahirap. I'm going to share to you the lessons that I have learned on my journey on this IELTS exam. In IELTS, the passing score, it depends on which country or on what visa you will apply. To give an overview po, IELTS, it has 4 components. It has the listening, reading, writing, and speaking. In my case po, I'm reaching for the band score of, like, most of my band score are 7 to 7.5. But my problem po is I have one component of my exam, speaking and the writing, either of those two, I'm getting the lower score. I'm not reaching the passing score. For example po, the speaking, I should get 7. But when I took the IELTS, I got only 6.5. Even though my band is 7.5, it is still considered failure. So the next time naman po, I got the 7 band score. But I got the speaking 7, but my writing is 5.5. So it is still considered failure. So what were the reasons I failed? So these were the reasons that I failed on my IELTS 6, and I hope po you can learn from it. First po is I really underestimated the exam. I really thought that it's the easiest exam I will take. I really thought that it's not that expensive. Anyway, I was thinking like, it's easy only because it's IELTS. Anyway, we're speaking English here in UAE, but I didn't know my English is so Carabao English. I didn't know that the standard of this IELTS exam is so high. So that's the first reason that I failed. I really underestimated. So any exam, guys, never underestimate. Always prepare. So that is my first mistake. My second mistake is I did not research. I didn't do research, so I didn't have a strategy. I didn't have any plans. Basta na lang, I just took the exam first take. Anyway, I'm so proud na. Anyway, exam lang naman yan. English lang. It's writing, it's only reading. Like that. I thought it would be really that easy. So, I failed again. Third one is I didn't practice because I underestimated it. I didn't do any research, so I didn't practice. In short, I didn't study at all. If in my NCLEX I studied much, here in IELTS I really did not study. I just took the exam, straight right away to my exam center, so confident that I will pass, but I failed. So the fourth reason is, this is my most favorite. I'm not watching English movies. Before taking the exam, guys, I'm just watching of Korean movies. There's nothing wrong watching Korean movies, but hey, you will take the IELTS exam. It's an English exam, so if you are not a native English speaker, so I really advise you to watch English movies. Especially those from like the British English, you have to watch that kind of movie. So, and not just the American or the Hollywood movies, but try to watch also other like Australian film, British film, so that you will get use of any accent. So, because I took it, I took it how many times, but I don't want to say that you know it already, how many times. Anyway guys, I've learned from that mistake. I really learned. So, kaya nga po, because my first mistake is I underestimated it. From that time po, I've learned not to underestimate all the exams. It took me how many exams pa to realize po all my mistakes. Anyway, I've learned a lot from those mistakes. Thank God, it's a awakening part also. Then, maybe from that time on, all exams, I realized that we should not take them for granted. We should really study since we invested our money on it. So after that, I focused on the 4 components of IELTS now. So it's humiliating, but I've learned it in a hard way. So yun na nga po, I'm not underestimating my exam na. Then I did research na po. I did research, and I didn't buy books. Because at that time, I was here in Dalma when I was studying. So I don't have the opportunity to go down and buy books. So I researched po online. So what I am using po is the IELTS. I don't know, if you can check po IELTS Liz, Liz, you can check her on YouTube. You will learn really a lot from her. You will learn techniques. For example po, if you want to get all 7, especially if you were going to Australia or New Zealand, you need to get all 7, right, in all areas. So she will teach you on how to achieve that one. I also enrolled in iPass IELTS. So yes, we need professionals, especially me. I'm not a English-speaking person po kasi at home we are not communicating in English. We are not, it's not our main dialect. Bisaya is our main dialect, and maybe I'm so used of Carabao English also since I'm here in UAE for almost 10 years na. So expect po your grammar, your fluency, it will not be that good na. You really need to study what are those components, how to pass those components, and also the IELTS itself po. And third po is, because I didn't practice, after that one po, before my last exam, I practiced a lot. After that, I made a plan to study. So just like on my NCLEX, I also have a strategy on how to study now. So, I asked my husband to be my coach on my speaking. So, I've Googled so many questions, and my husband will ask, and also my husband will criticize me on my answers. And of course, my husband also did his research, also studied about IELTS. Because he was the one criticizing me, he was the one correcting my mistakes. And aside from that, I've studied, I think I have a tutor. Two times we did an interview, online interview it was in Skype, yeah. It was very good, and I learned all the techniques from her. And then I recorded our interview. I recorded it so that my husband has a guide and I have a guide what mistakes I am doing so that I will be corrected. So in IELTS exam, fluency is very important, especially in this speaking. So even though my husband is not interviewing me, just our normal conversation, we try to communicate in English. So try also to communicate in English, especially if you're taking the exam. And also try to make some notes, especially in writing, because I have a very bad penmanship po. Just look at it. I have a very bad penmanship. I don't know why I get 7.5 or maybe 8, I think, on my first one. So I practice a lot writing under pressure, because normally if I'm under pressure, my penmanship is really bad. And also, there's a lot of techniques. If you want the 7, to get a score of 7 in your writing, there's a technique on how to do it. So just check po. I will not tell you about those techniques because it might not be applicable on you, because if you want to get 8, if you want to get 9, it has a different techniques. My experience po, follow those techniques. This is not some literary writing contest, just like in school, because that's why I'm not studying on writing, because I thought this is just like a literary English, like you can just write anything. No, it has some format to follow, so follow that format, especially if you are taking the IELTS Academy. And the last one is, my mistake is I'm not watching English movies. For the whole month before my last exam po, I watch only English movies. If I am on duty, I will watch once per day. But if I am off, I will watch 2 to 3 times per day. And I didn't watch Korean movies at that time. I really miss my Korean movies. I love watching Korean movies, but at that time, nagpigil po talaga ako. I have to control myself and watch those Korean films and watch those English movies, not just Hollywood. I love watching this British film and also the Australian film, because it will give me a new way of mimicking the accent, especially because it's really important also in your speaking that you have to have not a little bit of accent, but of course you have to be natural, you have to be yourself, but put onto accent, because I think it will add to your score. In all my exams, I always prayed that I will pass. Even in this IELTS exam, on my first exam, on my how many exams I took before I passed this IELTS, before I successfully passed this IELTS. But you know, you cannot mock God. So you really also need to do your best. You have to do your part so that God can help you. So I hope po that you have learned a lot from my experience po, and never follow my mistakes. Instead, learn from my mistakes po. So from now on po, I will never really underestimate all the exams that I will take. And also po, I'm really researching and studying for it na talaga, so that I will really pass. So it's so humiliating. I've learned it in a hard way, but hey, it's still okay. What's the important thing is the process, and I've learned from it. So I hope you enjoyed watching this, and don't forget to subscribe. Click the red button, subscribe, like, and share these videos. And you can also share your IELTS experience, fail or pass, because it could be helpful to everyone or to anyone preparing for IELTS, either here in my YouTube channel by commenting below, or in my Facebook, or in my Instagram. So thank you everyone. Much love to all of you. Bye!